Garo Shadowscale is a gaming kids entertainer here on the platform. He is also a VTuber, which these days really gets the kids excited. Having a look at his most viewed videos, it is what you would expect from a YouTube kids channel. Family friendly thumbnails and content. But what if I told you there was a darker side to this channel, and the person that sits behind the dragon is actually just a weirdo? Our story begins with what most incels are involved in: Discord servers. Entering his Discord server in today's time, you are given a set of rules. Rules that basically imply that if you are another content creator looking for trouble, or just wanting to be toxic, you will be banned. Wait, how does he know? The message you see here on his Discord server comes across as very narcissistic, since he is very clear about how every conversation in this server needs to be about him, and only him. Now, it makes sense for your server to mostly be about you, but to make a rule where every conversation only has to be about you, that just comes across as desperate and weird. A fan of Garo, which he was in contact with and they were talking pretty much on the daily, was kicked from the Discord server because he had been caught messaging and talking to mods on the server. This was a problem to Garo because he claimed that the fan had become a threat after he had been talking to the mods, or as he puts it, other wigglies. Wigglies is what he calls his fans. It sounds just as disturbing as you'd think. Here are 3 DMs of Garo messaging the fan explaining why he needs to leave. Garo's paranoid behaviour here comes across as really strange and creepy. He doesn't seem to like it when 2 people he knows are talking in private. It makes no sense for a grown man to be like this. The fan that was banned made a Twitter post addressing why Garo had gone after him. So, what happened? Him and I were friends. We talked almost daily. He said he loved me, etc, etc, and I was a bit too trusting. I just figured he was a little protective over his community and whatnot because he had been burned in the past, and that's alright. He was just strict, but not absolutely ridiculous like you see the rules in his Discord now. You could actually talk to people before I came around. From my understanding, I was the reason why he added a rule against DMing other mods and other members in the server in general. He started getting stricter over my stay in the community. He made it so you couldn't post any of my artwork in the server unless it featured him. He made it so you couldn't post any artwork in his server unless it featured him. I was starting to get frustrated with his rules. I thought that there was no justifications for such strictness. I began to talk with his moderators, who are also my friends and still are, about his behaviour, expressing my frustration. One of these people, the moderators in question in his screenshots, leaked it to Garo that I was essentially venting about him. Oh, and I added this moderator to an emote server of mine, where nobody talks. Guess what? He had a rule to not add any server members to your own servers. So I got banned, and Garo ranted at me a lot. Not only that, he also attempted to force these 2 moderators to stop talking to me. One of them listened, the other just did his own thing and we still talked. I'm friends with them both now. The one who blocked me originally got fed up with Garo's behaviour. So we can see that this didn't work in Garo's favour in the end with this fan. Another fan he decided to go against was one that was praising him. Been showing up to most of the Twitch streams, played marbles a bunch of times. My Twitch name is blank. Sorry you've had so much issues with your tech. As you can see, Garo is then complaining that he wasn't watching the stream for long enough. I see you sending lots of messages, but they seem to be condensed within short time bursts. Due to all of that, you don't qualify for regular status. You'll have to do better, much better. Who does this guy think he is? So whatever kind of support this fan was giving Garo, he decided to say that it wasn't enough and that he needs to do better. This is not how anybody should be talking to their fans, especially if it was someone that is giving them support. Here is Garo messaging a fan on their birthday saying that they were spending too much time talking about themselves, and he had a problem to why the attention wasn't 100% on him. Hey Zach, I hope you had a good birthday. Just remember to keep the attention / focus on myself in my server / streams. It really felt like you were pushing your birthday topic gift a bit too much. Then when you were mentioning that you couldn't post a pic, it felt like you were baiting for just a gift sub, or for some DMs to ask about your gift. Don't do that again, alright? Okay, my bad. I didn't know that. I didn't know that I was drawing a lot of attention to myself. Sorry about that. All good, just remember for the future. Okay, thanks. And the fan complies with these wishes, probably because they're just a young child who doesn't know when someone is spitting in their face. Garo is just someone that is badly seeking for attention, and will do anything he can to get someone to talk about him and him only. Oh, your nan just died? Please, can you make sure to watch my streams at her funeral? If not, we may need to ban you. Like, this dude is just weird. Going over to Garo's Patreon, we can see that some of the prices over there are outrageous and ridiculous. For $250 a month, we can get the benefits of guaranteed VR slot with me, guaranteed Jackbox slot with me, guaranteed Among Us slot with me, 15% discount on merch, VIP badge on my Twitch streams, extra Beat Saber song requests, guaranteed slot in my Minecraft server, guaranteed slot in my Terraria server, Steam friend request, early access to my YouTube videos, ad-free YouTube videos, and even better ones, a 20-minute private voice chat. Oh my god, oh man, I really wish I could do this. A Discord DM every day, VR chat selfies of me, daily in-game VR chat hugs after stream start. I don't know how he can spoil us this much. Surely he is being too kind. But the kindness just keeps growing. For the low price of $500, you can now instead get 2 Discord DMs from him every day. To be honest, I would pay for him not to message me at all. but his fans would be greeted with a VR chat selfie, which is the main bread to what people are paying this much for. I mean, it is basically like meeting the Messiah himself.
Let me go ahead and hug my love tier patrons. We're gonna hop on over to Terraria. I think that's it for announcements. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Alright, one moment. So, Satoshi, Big I say Precious Wiggly, thank you so much for being a WoW tier patron. I love and appreciate you so much, my Precious Wiggly. That makes me super duper happy to see.
From this clip alone, you are probably feeling one of the following: uncomfortable, scared, and dare I say, depressed. I unfortunately got all three at once, and this is what people are paying top dollars for. Doesn't seem that worth it to me. You can also see that these are 100% rushed and have no actual meaning to him doing it. He is just happy to be making ridiculous amounts of money for these unfair prices. From these unfair prices. In today's time, after getting enough backlash, he finally decided to change the prices on his Patreon, something less crazy, and these are still all for the same perks as before, if not even more. I feel sorry for you if you gave this man a lot of money. In a video titled My Statement, Garo addressed his Patreon and explains how sorry he is, but he tried to dismantle the point that he doesn't have any kids watching him by showing his YouTube analytics.
And if you go down here, you can see that over 75% of my viewers are between the ages of 18 and 44. Less than 7% of my viewers are between the ages of 13 and 17. So less than 7% of my viewers are minors. The vast majority of my viewers and community are over 18 years old.
Most people on this site will understand that it's so easy to lie about your age on this platform. If you look at Garo's channel, he seems very family friendly and caters to kids. Well, that's because it is that. In certain parts of the channel, we can see here he's kind of baiting these viewers by using flashy thumbnails and strange titles. This type of behavior kind of reminds me of Chunky Moon. Garo is also someone who will try to silence his critics like Chunky Moon does. The exact same thing that happened to me with Chunky Moon happened with Clapsil with Garo. You see, Clapsil had made a video on Garo explaining how he is an absolute degenerate and just a weird guy. Garo didn't seem to like this video very much, so he decided to get his rep to email YouTube to have the video taken down via copyright strike. YouTube had reviewed Clapsil's video and sent an email to Seal explaining how he tried to take down his video falsely, and in doing so they also sent him the statement that Garo's rep had sent to YouTube to Clapsil. When this happened with me, YouTube sent me Chunky Moon's docs. Since Chunky Moon didn't do it with his rep, he did it himself, so at least Garo is playing it safe.
I am writing to request a review and removal of an infringing video published at the following URL. The infringing video creator, Clapsil, has reproduced and monetized content created by my client, Garo Shadowscale. Highlighting the fact that the content is monetized doesn't determine if my video was fair use, which it is. Then Garo's attorney lists some key points on what I infringed on from Garo's copyrighted work. The copyrighted content includes original art used as a profile picture, virtual reality renderings of an original avatar, i.e. artwork of a green dragon, and extensive video footage filmed and edited by the copyright holder, the copyrighted content. The copyrighted content is reproduced without the authorization or consent of the copyright holder, and is the copyright holder's exclusive content.
The email ends off with Garo's manager saying that a strike is in order and is deserved for Seal's channel. This is just proof that Garo is a false striker and will do anything he can do to silence his fair use critics. Seal's video didn't breach any copyright laws on anything like that, and I'm glad that YouTube kept the video up, since it would have been unfair for YouTube to do so. It would also enable this kind of incel behavior. Seal decided to reach out to Garo himself to see what his next moves might be with his video. Garo had basically asked Seal to get into a phone call with him, and Seal politely declined him. Garo a while back had uploaded a video onto his channel talking about most of the stuff I've already brought up. In this 1 hour video, he basically explains how everything is not true. He also talks about how he never subbotted. To be honest, I only saw one person on Twitter saying this, and to be fair to him, their reasons are completely stupid. This only became known though because he said it in the video himself. This video is labelled in chapters, with the first one being called Minor Allegations, an interesting title to use. So in conclusion, Garo is a character online that is a hard attention seeker, and really needs to take himself less seriously. He is a raging narcissist and should not treat his fans like they are crap, and hopefully he doesn't try to strike down my video. If you guys did enjoy this video, a super thanks is appreciated but not expected. Feel free to subscribe to my podcast and my second channel. I've been WackyTV, and until next time, Garo is an incel.